secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought, with it being such a unique thing, that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, a separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, you know, it was fantastic. And there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk. And then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead heat." He says, "That's not true because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know the real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." See? Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a runt, see, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me because Joe was believable, you know, they would talk to Joe. The Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, "Look, Jackie got a job drawing." He says, "They're paying him for it. They're paying him money for drawing." He says, "Suppose I go with Jackie." He says, and he says, "They'll pay me money." He says, "I'll draw and they'll pay me money." He said, "I'll give the money to you," which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. You know, I lived in Long Island. And they say, "Would you like to come down and draw these guys in training?" I swear, this is not a story. And I said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to come down." And,
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen, poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
Nothing unusual about a 4 a.m. call to a back alley in downtown Kenton. A young woman lying pristine and unmarked on the cold, hard ground. I get to work quickly, but there's not much to go on here. No marks of any kind, no signs of struggle. Just a dead Vic in the middle of an alley. And then there's that. Dead body in a dumpster that looks like a grizzly bear has crawled its way out of his stomach.
Comics-related Madness presents Enter the Cromulverse, an anthology featuring a little green dude with a bat.
Yeah, listen, it's me, Crom, the world's first real-life internet troll. So there's a whole gang of creators making an anthology starring yours truly. We're talking 15 creators, 13 stories, another 8 folks creating merchandise, all for your entertainment. Indiegogo is the place you want to go to back this glorious project. This anthology features my lovable self crossing over in today's best independent comic books and graphic novels, causing chaos everywhere I go. In addition, we're going to be offering custom painted shoes, black light tapestries, sketch cards, alternate covers, adorable crocheted mini-me's, original art, and sculptures.
Anyway, back at today, only on Indiegogo.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic-Related Madness proudly presents Comic-Related Unboxings from the Madness.
Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt on YouTube.
Yo, what's happening? I am here with Doran Corkum from White Fire Comics.
You got it.
We got look at this pretty package. Look at that. WhiteFireComics.com. Every mailman all the way here knew it was on Kickstarter, knew where to go look at it if he wants one. Of course, you get them comic hater mail carriers sometimes too, that just like want to jam your package into a mailbox that it doesn't necessarily fit in. You know, how you doing?
I've experienced a couple of those.
How you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Oh, it's another day in the madness.
Of course. I crazy put this all together. Talk about madness. The internet just came up literally a minute before. I was like, "Ooh!"
Oh, that was Crom teasing you. That's what that was.
I never thought of that.
Like, I'm just gonna make this guy freak out, think he ain't gonna be able to be on the show till the last minute. Yep, sounds like a Crom type of thing to do.
Very evil.
Before I pull this out and start showing off all the goodiness, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about what you got here?
Yeah, so in the process of doing this Kickstarter, I realized it's time to update the website. So I've actually gone and updated the website. You can now watch the videos from the first two Kickstarters I've done, and as well you can preview some comics or things that I'm working on for the future. And also you can buy digital copies now off the website via PayPal. So that's pretty cool. It's a big update for me. It's pretty exciting. And what's really neat is related to this comic is I have the decoder card with this comic, so you can decode certain things like Templar runes in the comic. Well, the answers to those are now down below. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll actually see a section down a little bit farther, and you'll see a section. See that Templar decoded there on the right? That actually gives you the answers and where the codes are within the comic book. And then the one on the left of that, the Templar decoder card, that is actually just an online version of the actual card itself. So now it's kind of fun to bring everything full circle. From Kickstarter, you need the Kickstarter kind of goes back to the website to confirm stuff. So it kind of makes some traffic, some interesting marketing almost in a sense, and just kind of a cool experience that people can figure it out and then confirm it, right? What they found in the comic book.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be hidden content that you got to work for. That's
Easter
part
eggs,
of the fun, man. That's always part of the fun. So, how did this one do?
It did pretty good. We got there were some problems at the end with believe it or not, at the last minute. So this is my first time with a successful Kickstarter going through, and near the end, believe it or not, the second last day, I'm getting ready to print the comic books. My computer blew up, and it went down in a ball of flames. And I was like, "Oh no! I just spent 2 months." And then I was lucky. I'm a computer guy. I'm a geeky guy, so I was able to get the hard drive out. It took a while. It wasn't working right away, but I got it fixed and functioning and saved everything mostly, and then had some minor fixes to do to it. So I got pretty fortunate there. But now that's done. It's over with. Everything's fulfilled. It's my first time fulfilling things. There's one straggler guy out there. I think there's always one. I'm assuming. My friends were telling me this as well. There's always that one person hiding out there that's giving you some money, but you can't really get them their comic for some reason. They kind of hide on you.
Yeah, there's I mean, there's always that one exception to the rule.
Yeah, and probably someone learning Kickstarter as well, because I didn't know at first either that I had this survey thing I had to fill out or anything like that. I had a couple friends come back to me and said, "Hey, I didn't get any updates." I'm like, "Oh, that's because you donated. You didn't pick a reward. I didn't know you wanted something, right?" So some of my friends who are new to Kickstarter got a little bit confused with that stuff. So hopefully I can get this guy his comic. That's what I want to do the most. But past that, we're done with it, and now moving on to the Forsaken Future remaster. So that's my next kind of goal. So that's
cool. You want to watch this video right here? What's this? Is this for this book or for
this one here is for the Forsaken Future? This is the video I posted last year with my first Kickstarter. Okay. But yeah, no, it's a pretty badass video. It's It's got some cool music. It's got quite a few art examples. Now the art isn't from the comic book. It's this. I found these examples online from this guy, and I bought the rights to his work because it fit perfectly into tell the story, the prelude of the story. So it's a really kind of neat prelude to the world of the Forsaken Future.
All right, let's check it out.
Logo. Oh no, it's not going there.
Oh, did I pause it too?
Oh, I thought the logo. Oh, you got me the last second. There we go. Yeah,
there it is. Okay.
That's funny. I didn't realize you paused it. I was like,
it happens.
I anticipated. The music's pretty badass. I took a long time searching for that and finding those images. It was great.
So this is your action right here. You got two you can read online. You got the remastered number 1 and number 3.
Yeah. So this is number 3 was originally what I was doing last year, and the video shows the 3 at the start of it too. That was the original plan. But what happened during that campaign, which is kind of good that it failed, is I realized that issues 1 and 2, I had originally designed them for a more of a young teenage market. You know what I mean? I wasn't really trying to. So now I'm realizing through Kickstarter and everything, like those are, it's got to be maybe more mature, and maybe it's a good choice of word for it, or something a little bit more than what I'd done. So better transitions, more mature content, a bit, that type of stuff. So that's what I'm remastering. The whole story is brand new. I'm introducing a new kind of bad guy, a new villainess, shall we say? Who's a very power hungry lady with a lot of corporate power who's trying to kill the kind of hero. It's kind of a gray world, right? Kind of like real life sometimes. So John Liger is kind of the main character, and Christian Caliber, the two on the left there. But it's an arguable world, right? Of what's right and what's wrong. So you can judge it whichever way you want, but they're the main characters for the start of this relaunch.
Cool. Crucifix number 1. The Butcher.
These are some other things. So Crucifix, I've actually done a couple preview pages on the Facebook page. If you go check it out at Whitefire Comics on Facebook, you'll see a couple previews of the pages. This is not something I'm launching right now, but I'm kind of putting it out there because I've had the pages for quite a while. And I'm finally, now that the website's all updated and stuff, it'll add some content. So people will be able to go in here, they'll click that button. Kind of like if you go up a little bit there to the Raquel ones, if you scroll up a bit, you'll actually get a preview of the actual comics. So if you pick the, or Quint or whichever one, if you pick that more details button, you actually get a little preview. And this kind of tells you you could buy it now, but you actually, if you sit here for a second, it'll start to scroll through some pictures, or you can, there's supposed to be little triangle things, but I'm not seeing it on your screen where you can actually move it forward. You can use your arrow keys on a keyboard probably. But you'll get a little preview of things. Now, this is all big updates for me. I do all the web design and all the web coding myself. So this is using something called Bootstrap to try and make my life a lot easier and make it more interactive for everybody. That's what I want, you know what I mean? A more interactive site. Now that has videos, this type of ability, a little bit of PayPal there. It's pretty cool.
Very nice. Very nice. I like it.
Very clean. I wanted a very clean design as well. You know what I mean? Something that's not going to confuse anybody. It's straight and to the point. Everything's kind of nicely sectioned off in its own little containers.
Very nice. Very nice. I like that. You have to set up a website for us. I can't do that, dude.
I went to school for it, so I'm a web designer by trade. I'm also a graphic technician, printer by trade, and digital web media. So I've got a lot of background, a lot of years invested in that stuff.
The link to Whitefire Comics is in the description, and now it's in the chat. You guys can go check it out. Let's get on to the main event.
Yeah, I wasn't going to forget you, Pops. I wanted to keep it quiet. And when it was all done, I was like, I'm sneaking this out to him. I'm going to sneak.
Appreciate you, man. You know what's up. There's times when there's flow and I can spend money, and there's times when there ain't. And, you know, I mean, you came through and sent me something to read during a time when there ain't. I just got my license reinstated after 19 years.
Oh.
And it costs some money. So Pop's been broke for the last month or two, you know, because I've been trying to get that taken care of as well as everything else. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Whoa. How dare they take your license away?
Oh, look at this high class. Look at the high class packaging here.
Oh yeah, I didn't mess around. I wanted everybody to get a premium experience. I've got some comments already back on that. I wanted everything to feel premium when I did it.
So this is Quint.
Yep. So that's actually my art on the front of that one, and I signed it on the front for you. I wanted you to have something from me. So this is a flip comic. So if you pull it out, it flips. And what's really nice about this one is on an 80-pound gloss cover, so it'll give you a nice look. But the opposite story is called Gabriel, Hand of God. So it's another 9-page story where this is an 11-page story. I remastered this whole thing too as well. So this was a story I had out years ago, but I remastered it for this, particularly for the Raquel release. So I've been busy. Yep, those are your stickers in the back. And that's your decoder card. And there's a magnet in there for you. And the sticker set is really nice. I wanted to make it very collector. So it's the whole set. You can take them off, or you can use them. Oh, I think you got muted. I can see you lift. Do you like it?
I don't want to open this, man.
That's the feeling I wanted you to get, but it's okay. That's what it's for.
Look at that.
I mean, the art on the back of that is phenomenal as well. And what I did for the website is also as an inclusion, you couldn't get the PDF with this cover or the back of this. So I made 2 separate PDFs that you can download and purchase of the actual art from Derek Stevens that's on that cover. Yeah, that's the collector's edition. I wanted you to have one of the 100 that are only ever going to be made. You've got one of them now.
Dude.
No, thank you.
So much,
thank you. You helped me along. I threw a couple of at the end there, I remember being so exhausted, just mentally exhausted doing all these interviews. And he's like, come out and do one more. Come out and RJ jumped in and everything. I was so mentally tired for those. I remember they weren't the best interviews. So I was like, but at least I got through it. You know what I mean? You learn.
Did you see Christy earlier?
No. Was she at the end?
She's got 2 days left, and she's starting to wind down.
Her brain's starting to do the shutdown thing like mine did.
I'm like, don't worry, she'll be back out tomorrow, you guys.
Yeah, and what we're doing is a Kickstarter person's going, yeah, we'll be there, but inside we're going, no.
Yes.
No.
And that's what you want to do. You're another thing a lot of people don't look at. Your fans see you putting in the effort out here on this end of it. They're gonna know you put the effort in on this end of it, yo.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you're out here trying to sell books, then people are gonna be trying to buy books.
Yeah, and I think the quality of this. I wish I would have. It would have got more limelight, but. C'est la vie. It's a fantastic catch for everybody who's got one, right? You know what I mean? It's the way I look at it, and now we just sell them from here, like with the website. I'm in the local comic store now, so that's good in Cobalt Corner. So I've got my own section actually in there, like a whole, which is really neat.
I really like that you put the little silver sticker there.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you noticed that.
Yeah,
those are the little things.
There's a little silver sticker there that keeps it closed, and you kind of got to break the seal.
Yeah.
To get at this book.
And that's really, I had to open a couple of other ones that you had to be very, very careful. But now that's been sitting packaged for a week, I assume it would, it would.
Yeah, I'm not going to, either I'm going to open them or I'm not, but I'm not going to, man.
You're not going to mess around, you're just going to go, I'm in.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd get like a blade and just cut it real fine, right along the line,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
maybe find another sticker to put over it after I put it back in after I read it.
I can make some money maybe selling the stickers.
Yeah.
You want another sticker to reseal it? Here's.
Yes. Throw a reseal so they can pull it out, they can check it out, and then put it back in, seal it back up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Very good idea. So the Quint and Raquel, yo. I can't wait to check these out. I'm not looking forward to opening them though. I'm not.
I love the fact that you got that feeling because that's what I wanted, and that's what I'm getting as feedback so far. A guy from Switzerland who got a copy, he's like, "I'm in for issue 2." He says, "I just like this is a phenomenal." Like he says, the packaging and everything, and he seemed like he was very happy.
Oh, you can see one of them stickers right there.
Yep. Yeah, and they're oversized stickers. That's the other thing I wanted to do with these.
Yeah,
like a lot
they're pretty big. They're not little. There's like
they're meant to be
right?
big, large, and in charge. And again, you can leave them on the sheet. A lot of there's actually I tried to get into some sticker communities because they buy them by the sheets, right? And the skull and the stick bookmark. You had to have one of those because that was our initial. I don't know if you remember, but that was one of our initial conversations. Is like, the skull and the stick bookmark, and it was Halloween, and you had a skull on a stick. You just happened to have one.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Look.
And I was like,
he got an eyeball too. This thing.
Yeah.
He's got one eye now. See.
He had a bad day, did he?
He's evolving. No, he didn't have any before. He had the red eyes before. He's evolving as he sits there.
That's even more concerning. Watch your back,
dude. Thank you so much, man. This is awesome.
My pleasure.
So you guys go check out whitefire.com. You can see the quality of the fulfillment. You're going to get good books. You're going to get good books with good stuff, and then you're going to come to that dilemma: do I break the seal?
I should do a poll on that one.
Do I break the seal? Man. I mean, I don't know about. You have to send me the PDFs, bro, just in case.
Oh yeah. I can do that. That's easy peasy. All on my website. That's the other part that's hidden on my website now is that there's whole download pages for that stuff. So I can send you some in a link.
Tank wants to say something. He's late, but he wants to say something.
Hey, I'm so sorry I'm late. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad, Tank.
Did you see these, bro?
No, I'm sorry. I got sucked into a meeting. Dude, that is great.
Now hold up. There's something about this. You gotta break the seal, Tank.
Oh.
So this is the dilemma that Pops is going through.
To brick or not to brick. That is thy dilemma.
the same way on this one, right? It's got all these goodies in it and stuff, but do you break the seal, bro?
Yeah, no, that's great. I like that.
I love these. Yeah, Tank, I just got informed. I told you earlier that my son bought a grill that I had to go help him carry it up there. Well, they just got done cooking up the first set of steaks on that, dude. So guess what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Nice.
I'm gonna go eat, brothers. But tomorrow morning, you guys, Tank, you know what's up. We got the morning brew, 11 o'clock. Come out.
Yeah, hopefully I can be there for that. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to get done. I'm logistically getting ready to move. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. We'll be there. You're more than welcome to join us.
I'll at least be in the audience.
Go check out whitefire.com. Get you some of those, man. Those look awesome. If I do break the seal, I will let you all know what's up. Otherwise, I'll read the PDF and let you know that way.
Yeah, the art's amazing. I'll send you the PDF. I can send you a tape of PDF if you want to check it out. Save your seal.
I don't usually, but I haven't been in this dilemma before where
I try to do things different, right? And same with that card, the decoder card. I want to add something different of an experience, something a little bit more for the puzzle person or someone who might be interested in decoding stuff. I
mean, some people might be like, "Oh, big deal, pops. Just fucking put them in different Mylar or whatever," But it's like, Shadowhawk, look, you got to break the seal to get at it, bro. You got to break the seal to get at it. Oh, Shadowhawk knows too. He knows.
Hey, Shadowhawk.
Tank, other dude. Other dude is Doran Corkum from Whitefire Comics, man.
The other dude.
Whitefirecomics.com, where you can go check this stuff out, man. You don't have to use the Kickstarter if you don't want to.
The Kickstarter. Kickstarter's over. Next phase. Next Kickstarter starting.
Yeah. You know what's up. Doran, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And I will let you know, after I read them for sure, but send me the PDF because I don't think I'm gonna break the seal on
You're getting the PDF, my friend. That's what's gonna happen. We'll get it to you in a couple minutes. You can share it with Tank.
You got my email, right?
Yeah, I can send it to you on Facebook as well. Yeah.
All right, cool. Sweet. You guys have a great night. I'm about to go gum a steak.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Alrighty. Have yourself a great one.
Y'all go check out Tank Barrett on Twitter. Go check out Doran and Whitefire Comics, and also in the Madness. You find everybody in the Madness. You all have a great night. I am out.
Later, Gators.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit